G'day guys, welcome back to GT Lab. Today's a big one. We've got a massive update for the Tonverk. OS 1.3 just dropped and honestly, there's a lot in there. Today I'm going to show you a few of my favorite additions, then we'll jump in and have a play. First up, a brand new machine called the Wavefinder. It's a wavetable synth. You get 2 slots for independent wavetables and you can blend between them, modulate them separately. It's actually super powerful and opens up a completely new sound palette on the Tonverk. Next up we have the arpeggiator. You can now parameter lock the ARP and even randomize it, which is pretty wild for those great happy accidents and evolving patterns. The sequencer's had some love too. You can now loop individual pages, which makes editing way easier. They've added choke groups on the Subtrack, so tighter control over things like hi-hats and percussive elements. There's now wider support for SFZ files, so bringing more complex sampled instruments from other libraries you may have has gotten a lot easier. A few quality of life things as well, such as prepare mutes have been added, which is great for your performance. There's also sustain and sostenuto pedal support now, and a bunch of general menu and workflow improvements. That's just a few highlights, and honestly there's a lot more going on with this update. Let's jump in and I'll show you a demo on some of my favorite bits. Okay, so let's have a look at how some of these features work. For instance, the arpeggiator parameter locks. If I go into track 1 and you have a listen. So that's parameter locking that ARP. So if we have a look, if I press record and go to the ARP, you can see when I press down, you'll see that there is a parameter lock on the speed. If I wanted to put another parameter lock, let's say at this point I could, and I could randomize the ARP if I wanted to, change how it behaves altogether. Okay, on track 3 now, I have a Subtrack with some drums on it. And if you have a look, if you go function trig, you can choose choke groups and just press yes, and you'll see that I have grouped the first 4 to group A and the next 4 to group B. So anything with a long decay, once another hit plays, it will choke. So that's another awesome feature that they've added. Okay, so let's have a look what's on track 5. You'll see is a Wavefinder, and you can see the waveform 1 on page 1 and waveform 2 on page 2. You can set LFOs to change different aspects of the Wavefinder, as you can hear here. So if you have a look at the mod page, I've sent LFO 1 to oscillator 1 position and LFO 2 to oscillator 2 position, so they're always changing the positions of these waveforms, and that's how I'm getting that sound. You can see. So the last thing I wanted to mention that I thought was a really great workflow improvement was page looping. So if you put it into grid record, you can hit the page button down and you'll see loop pages comes up, and you can just press a trig and that will loop the page that you're working on. So you could just loop any page or 3 pages together, however you want to do that. So it's an awesome new update. Okay, that's just scratching the surface of OS 1.3. There's a ton more going on in there. If you haven't updated already, go and do it now. This is a big step for the Tonverk. If you've got any questions or if you found something cool in the update, drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you at the next one.